The immortal John Hancock here, and happy to do another live game chat. This is the 20th one I've done this year, and so I'm really excited about doing this. And you know, I have a lot of fun doing these collector chats, and want to thank everybody who's able to get on the stream. Now I'm doing it a day early because I'm going to be on the road tomorrow. I'm going to the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo up in Canada, New Westminster, at the Anvil Center, and I'm really excited about that's going to be Saturday all day from 11 to 9, I do believe. Really excited about that. Woo woo! All right, want to first thank Hooch247 for the contribution. Thank you so much, most appreciated. And Justin Leclerc in the house. And all right, Kevin Wade, welcome. David Marlowe, thank you for the nice compliments of people that are first time maybe coming on a live game chat. You know, this is a place where we talk about video games, talk about kind of current things going on. I'm going to adjust my seat here. Plan on doing these about an hour. You know, with family and stuff, it's up and down about how often I can do these. And so it's working for me to do it now. Welcome, everybody. Is your board... what's up, Brandon? All right, so I had a choice, and so I did a vote up on my channel. I had you folks on my fan page determine if I was going to do a live game chat or if I was going to be doing a live stream of Bloodstain, which I did purchase for the PS4. Now I was a Kickstarter supporter and I got it for the Switch. I did go to the local GameStop and purchased it for the PS4, and I might live stream that later down the road at some point. I like it. I am having one issue with the Bloodstain. Oh my goodness. Justin Leclerc with a $20 contribution. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And he says, let's get this going. I need some tips on what to look for when hunting for TurboGrafx 16 games. Never even seen one before. Well, Justin Leclerc, I'm going to talk about TurboGrafx. Definitely, we'll talk about that. Nana Joda, they will ruin Final Fantasy VII with the remake. Materia DLC, yeah, it's definitely Baseball 667 with a $2 contribution. Thank you so much, Dayton, for the $1 contribution. Wow, thank you so much for those contributions. First and foremost, TurboGrafx 16. I'm thinking that, Justin, there's several games. I would go with the classics, Blazing Lasers, Keith Courage and Alpha Zones as a pack-in, Bonk's Adventure. Those are all awesome games to go after. Go for those. Those are going to be cheaper, and you're going to get Legendary Axe. Those are some of the great titles I recommend. Yes, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm disappointed that it's going to have cussing in it. I don't think Final Fantasy VII needs to have cussing. You know, and they're going to have some DLC. I don't know. I'm going to play it. I'm sure it's going to be good, but I'm not, like, over the moon about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think it's going to be good. I'm going to check it out, but, you know, honestly, one of the Final Fantasies that I didn't play was 12, and now that that's on the Switch, I'm really actually curious about checking that out. It looks really interesting, and it kind of looks like it's different than some of the other Final Fantasies, so I'm actually excited about that just as much as any, you know, remake of the Final Fantasy VII. So that's that. I want to thank everybody for again being on this live stream. It's been a long day. I've been on a video that's going to be uploaded Sunday. Are you getting the Polymega? I don't know. I want to check it out on my channel. I don't know if I'm going to pay $300 for it. So that would be Onyx. Power Glove Pixels. What system is that Dragon's Lair for that's on the shelf next to you? Dragon's Lair, this one right here, that's for ColecoVision. Yep. And that's just the, what it was made for. It was made for the Atom computer, and they just, with the Super Game Module, they've converted some of those Atom computer games to ColecoVision. Yes. Final Fantasy VII and Contra Collection. Yeah, Contra Collection is great. Yeah, getting a lot of lag. Yeah, it's been a little bit of lag. I don't know what to say. All right, so let's talk about Bloodstained. And so I've been checking out Bloodstained on my PlayStation 4. I'm having an issue, and the only issue I'm really having, I'm liking the game, but my load times when if I die and I come back, holy cow, it's taken me quite a bit to get back into the game. And it with a PlayStation 4 Pro, other people are saying they're not having the issue. I don't know if I need to delete my game and restart it, but yeah, it's a little frustrating. Like, the load times to get back into a game are a few minutes, and so it's happened twice now, so it's not like a one-time deal. What about the Airzone for TurboGrafx Mini? I didn't see any other announcements for the TurboGrafx games. I hope they have Airzone. There's 2 games I'm missing from my TurboGrafx CD collection, and that's Super Airzone CD and Dynastic Hero. Krillin64, thank you for moderating. Really appreciate you coming on and being the moderator for this. Most appreciated. Krillin64 is my moderator for a lot of my live streams, which I've done 20 of these this last year. Do I collect for PS3? Yes, I do. Dream on. Okay. Do you get wired internet connection yet? That would help, I think. There's a couple. I'm doing a live stream through my phone, which is easier. We'll see. I've done a lot of these other ones, and so I wish that I would. It's going to take some time to set that up. Yes. All right. Let's get on those collector questions. Anyways, thank you so much for people being on this. I know that people are staying up late or in different time zones. Most appreciated for that. Yeah, it's a phone-based stream. I have an iPhone X, and it's these other one streams have been okay. So I think I'm going to stick with this live stream. It's a little bit easier. It's a little bit more mobile too. My computer is now locked down in the back of my game room, and in the event that I need to go somewhere else, I can just take the phone and go somewhere else. Savage Mantis, once you watch my update on the museum, thank you. All right, Krillin, thank you so much for being, yes, the moderator. 12:45 panel on Saturday at Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo. Really excited about going back up there and being part of that awesome show. If you're in Canada, if you're near the Vancouver area, check it out. It's at the Anvil Center. Yes, favorite N64 game, Rogue Squadron, Jester 28. Yes, really excited. Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo is a great mid-sized show. Brian and crew of Game Deals puts on an excellent show. He's a great host. It's a great show. There'll be Radical Reggie up there. I think there's Kinsey's coming up as well, and they're both speaking with Josh Hamlin, the Game Father. I think Reggie and Hamlin are doing a panel together. So yeah. Do you have a complete NES collection? Yes, I do. Oh, well, I'm missing Stadium Events in box, so complete minus Stadium Events. Thank you. All right. Have you played Mystical Ninja Goemon on 64? Such a good game. Yeah, it is a good game. Haven't played that in a while. There's a lot of news going on with the N64. Hyperkin announced that they're doing a N64 console, and so it's in prototype stage. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, how it turns out, what it runs, how well things run. Travis James, thank you on completing your PS1 Greatest Hits video. Was really good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that video. And so going to pursue PlayStation 2, which has over 300 Greatest Hits titles. Yes. At your peak, what was your weekly game collecting budget? I probably had a couple $100s to play with every month. And that kind of still stays with my YouTube budget, though I try to save my YouTube budget for travel and going to cons and buying games. Yeah. So yeah, just to let you know, I have about a couple $100s of spending money that I try not to spend all my YouTube money. I try to save some of it. Have you ever thought about getting a Robotron 2084 arcade cab? Christopher Benjamin. I'd love to get a cab. They're kind of expensive. I'd rather get probably if 1UP Arcade did like a remake or something. What I like about the 1UP Arcade is they're lighter. I can move them with a bad back. and they have a nice updated screen. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I wish they would do Robotron 2084. Fingers crossed. Dayton, thank you so much for the $5 contribution. Would you recommend reproduction cases for PS4 games or just old boxes? Reproduction cases for PS4 games. Get the original. Just get original. Oh, retro protection. Sorry, retro protection cases for PS4 games. Yes, for your collectibles, I totally recommend retro protection cases because it keeps them from getting scratched. I like those, especially for the collectible ones. I'd say not for everything, but yeah. Kingy, what do you think about the next gen consoles? Well, thank you so much for the contribution. I don't know. I think the next gen consoles that are coming out, the ones that have been announced, Xbox comes out gun blazing, and the PS4, I think they're going to be close to each other. It's all going to come down for me. I wish Microsoft had an easier ability to stream to YouTube because I use my PS4 because of that. I love that. Not Frank Castle. Thank you so much for the compliment. Most appreciated. Mark M. Hey, Immortal, what's your favorite genre? Ooh, probably action platformers. Steve Rasmussen, updated screen, blasphemy. Well, part of it, for going back to the Robotron question, the reason why is I have a bad back, and, having an old arcade and moving that around it's going to be hard in my game room and take up more space. I'd love to have an original Robotron 2084, but those things take work and fixing and stuff, and it's kind of nice to have something that's just a little bit newer and updated that needs less of that. Yeah, Microsoft is funky with their friendliness and much practicality. Though, I have to say that about Nintendo with their online capabilities. So, each console has their pros and cons. No one's knocking it out of the park with perfection. Psychonauts 2, any thoughts? Psychonauts 2 looks pretty interesting. Alright. What happened to my back? Threw my back out. 160 people watching now. Welcome everybody on the stream. What do you think of Sidearms on the TurboGrafx 16? Sidearms is a great shooter. So many awesome shooters on the TurboGrafx 16. I need to do a video. So Justin LeClaire, just know that I will be doing a future TurboGrafx video of my collection. Hey John, it's Mappy Gamer 455. What's up? Hey Steve Wright Jr., welcome. Good evening, John. Also, can I get you some DDP yoga for your back? Yeah, I need to do some yoga for my friend. My back went out. It's doing better now. It's 100%. I'm doing okay. How do you catalog your games? I have a Google Drive, and actually the link is to my missing games, and I also have a binder. So it's tough to keep up on it because it changes all the time. Rumors of the PS5 will have full backwards compatibility with PS1 through 4. Well, we'll see. They just announced PS4. If it's backwards compatible with everything, they win. Yes. Do you think PS2 and Xbox will get a point of collectability similar to retro games like 64 and Nintendo? Hard to say. PlayStation 1 would be before that, and I think PlayStation 1 is going to have a ton of collectability because of the people that grew up with that game console. PlayStation's awesome. Do you think Sony will ever try making another Ps1 Classic, make it right this time? Who knows? They lost. They didn't do a good job with that first run. Brad Hefner, Southeast Game Exchange, you attending? Thanks. No, I haven't been invited to that. One thing is that typically on a game show, if they want me to come, I do. Pretty much my expectations is that they pay for travel. So yeah. How complete is your Sega collection? Pretty complete. I'm missing some Sega Pico stuff, but I have several Sega collections complete. John, what do you think of the full motion video games? Greg M, I think they're novelty. They're not a game that I go to all the time. Some full motion video is interesting, but it's not my go-to. What's for dinner? I had actually some peanut butter and a Diet Coke. I ran out of time to have dinner before this live game chat, and so I had to have some peanut butter real quick. Hopefully I'm going to Canada and have some great food there. Did you play Final Fantasy 15? No, I did not. Full motion video games are great. But for me, I grew up with Atari, Nintendo, and Sega, and then full motion video came out, and there was a lot of full motion video on Sega CD, and some of it was not good at all. And there's other stuff. There's some full motion video. I actually enjoyed Sewer Shark, but it's not a game I'm going to go back to and play over and over again. Yes. Super Turrican 2 is my favorite. Ranger Neptune, awesome game. Yeah, I love the Turrican games. Did you play Phantasy Star 4, Game Man J? Yes, I did. Yes. Yep. What's your favorite beat 'em up? Streets of Rage 2 off the top of my head. Thoughts on Primal Rage? Matt Pike. Primal Rage is okay. You know, it's one of those. There's so many fighting games that came out in a short amount of time. It wasn't a game that I came back to. One of my favorite fighting games is Samurai Showdown 2. Excited about anything from E3? Corey Tabor. I think Nintendo had a pretty good show. I thought Microsoft's show was okay. There's some problems though that they keep promising about things coming out in the future. So, Hood Games. So. E3 was good. I don't think it was awesome. I think it was good. Do you have a complete Sega CD collection? Yes, I do have a complete Sega CD collection. Oh, we got a guess. It is Immortal Jr. It's my son Justice.
Trying to scare you for something.
Favorite arcade after Robotron 2084. Favorite arcade game? Got to think about that. Ooh, he is awesome son. Yes.
And you guys might...
Ghouls and Ghosts arcade. Ghouls and Ghosts.
Some of you guys might have saw my Animal Crossing video.
Yep.
Probably not, but I don't know.
Sneak up attack. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
All right. Any chance to do a visit? All right, Dayton. What was the hardest to find game in your collection in all your years of collecting? Oh, geez.
I'm just reading some of the comments.
Gosh, that's pretty tough. Hardest to find game? In my collection or not in my collection? Not in my collection. Super Erzong CD and Dynastic Hero. So that's the tough thing about those games is they still don't have in my collection.
Thank you, Undead Television.
Outback Joey.
Hitting up my channel.
Outback Joey for Sega Genesis, probably the hardest game to find. What is your best find in the wild?
Spamming emojis. Please
Hey, thank you, Can Coochie. All right, Justin LeClaire, give this to Justice. I liked his latest video. Fireworks, yeah, boy!
Yeah, boy!
All right, nice. 173 people on the live chat. Having fun.
Shout out to Undead Television. Said he's going to check out my channel.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. What's your son's favorite current game? Oh.
Animal Crossing New Leaf. I'm so hyped up for New Horizon. I'm a little sad they delayed it, though, but I don't know.
Yeah. Have you collected much for the Xbox 360? I have like the top 10%, the good stuff. Yeah, there is some super cheap stuff right now. I'm focusing on some other things. Steve Wright Jr., when did you fall in love with video games? Do you remember the moment? Oh, I remember a moment when I was using a bar stool to like stand up when I was like 4 years old playing arcade video games, and playing Pong at home. I mean, there's just some great times I had playing video games back when I was like 3 and 4. So I fell in love with them when I started playing them.
Ben Garrison, yes, Dad does collect Xbox 360. I'm not sure exactly how much he has, but I'm pretty sure he has a good amount.
Hey, Tim, when it comes to PS5 or Xbox Scarlet, I need to see the details of each console to give a objective opinion of them.
The best solution for dust in your collection.
Oh, for best solution for the dust in your collection? Have game protectors. Have game protectors like this, and then the dust stays off your games.
Do you play bullet hell shooters?
Yeah, I play them Dream On. I'm not the best at them, but Dream On, I do play them.
What are good strategy-based games on SNES?
Strategy-based games. Conflict. Yeah, Conflict would be one. The Koi great strategy games. Oh, I'm wearing an old Cowlet shirt, by the way. Had custom. Rachel Saunders was the artist and wanted to show my game shirt off. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Couch gamers for kids and stuff is always a good place to hit up and play some games and have fun.
Kingy, do you have the small PS1 part of your collection? Do you have the mini PS1? Yes. Yes, Kingy, I do. Thank you.
Do you have TurboGrafx
16 or PC Engine collection. Yes, I have a TurboGrafx 16 Hue card set, missing some boxes. I'm missing 2 games from my TurboGrafx 16 CD collection. Very tough. Dynastic Hero and Super Air Zonk CD.
Hood Games. It is kind of weird to have a dad like this, but because I have always had him, like it's my only dad, it feels normal because that's the only dad I've had. So it just feels normal to me.
Vance's mini console game reviews. If you were to play Contra 3 right now, would you pick any YouTuber to be a partner? Who would you pick to ensure victory? Probably Radical Reggie. Radical Reggie's a pretty good gamer, and probably pick him to play a game with. He's a pretty good gamer. Already talked about the Poly Mega console. I think it's great. Love to talk about it on my channel. I don't know if I'm going to pay $300 for it. Oh, I'm totally proud of my son. He's just the best kid you could ever have. Do you like Destiny? Do you like the Destiny games? Yes, play Destiny 1 and 2 a little bit. Do you ever play an Amiga CD32 Ash Tunes? I did a video on that. Play it? Yeah, a little bit. It's hard in the States because the games are so expensive. Console's hard to get.
Sorry, guys, that we can't read every comment. It's kind of hard because they come in fast pace.
It's all right. We'll do the best we can.
Yeah.
Do you have any of the non-American PS2 or PS1 games? Not too many. Justice and Scouts? No. No, he's going to a STEM camp in Seattle, though, for programming. Have you gotten far in Cuphead? No, not.
Me and my friend started playing Cuphead and we couldn't get past the tutorial.
Mario Atlantis, what percentage of the 300 PS2 greatest hits do you have? Not many, probably 20 or less.
Ever thinking about opening your own console arcade? Well, a museum, but...
That's right.
Not,
yeah.
Only an arcade, not really.
Your son's channel is running many PC games like Dead or Daylight. Love that game. New John's channel sub, hit that bell. Sweet. Thank you.
Favorite Pokemon? Dad's not into Pokemon, but...
Yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon?
One of my favorite Pokemon is Gyarados. I have a secret rare Pokemon card of Gyarados.
Okay.
Is 4-way Pong fun? Yeah. Back here we have the arcade cocktail of Pong, and it's pretty sweet. It's fun.
Yeah.
It used to be a little buggy, but it's still fun.
All right. One moment. I'm going to answer some of these questions. All right. How do you find Keel Flying Squadron? I found it on eBay when it wasn't whatever it's going for now. I paid less than $200 for it complete. Yeah, the 300 games for the PS2 Greatest Hits collection. I'm excited about pursuing that. It's going to be pretty neat, and it's probably going to take me about a year plus. I'm going to try to get some in person and just kind of the journey's part of the fun. Favorite Neogeo game? Easy question to answer, Chris McVeigh. That is Samurai Shodown 2. Why is Sonic Heroes so difficult? Don't know. Do you find yourself jumping between old and new games all the time, Ben Garrison? All right. 166 people on the live stream. Thanks for joining.
Love you.
Tell Mom. Love you too.
Okay. Love
all right.
you. Bye.
All right. See you. All right. Dayton's, what do you think of limited run games? Limited run games are pretty good. There's a lot of them, and so I don't collect all of them because there's so many that come out. Okay, Crow64, and you're not the biggest RPG fan, but what is your favorite one? My favorite RPG, I like strategy games, so Dark Wizard comes up to top of my head, the Front Mission series, so I'm more of a strategy RPG guy. Yes. Thank you, JW Blue Dog 20 for the compliment. Hey, John, best energy-saving wire surge protectors for consoles. I just went to a hardware store and got the long strips and just plug everything into those. I never plug anything into the wall anymore. WrestleMania, the arcade game, PS1 or Super Nintendo? I would probably go with the PlayStation 1. Do you actively collect Neogeo AES, and what was your last AES pickup? My last AES pickup was Baseball Stars 2 for AES. I went to Digipress store in New Jersey, and it was like $250, but yeah. Have you been to Japan? No, I've not been to Japan. Love to go. What's next on your backlog? Backlog? Well, I just got Bloodstain. I mean, there's so many games that on my backlog. Dark Wizard's on there. I'd like to do that, but that's 100 hours. 169 people in live stream. This is great. So did Sega release a Master System Mini in the future? I think that, or just have the Sega Genesis Mini hacked so you can add your Master System games to that. Do different HDMI cables really matter? If they're of quality, no. Best store or place to search for retro games. Well, that's tough. I have a lot of friends with retro game stores, so I would start locally and start the mom and pop stores. Support those people. What was disappointing about Twisted Metal 3 or 4 compared to 2? Oh, I just think it was just a different mechanic. I don't think they were as good at games. I think that Twisted Metal 2 to me, I think just nailed it with like story, character selection, and level design. That's it. Favorite beer, chugging a Natty Daddy Night, right? I like everything from like a dark stout to a Guinness. I do like the darker beers, and Canada's got some pretty good stout up there. What's your favorite console? Probably Sega Genesis would probably be top of my list on that. What game are you looking for the most? Yep. Dynastic Hero and Super Airzone CD are the 2 TurboGrafx CD games I'm missing for that set. Favorite Genesis Mega Drive shooter? Keep up the great work. Thank you, I Heart Pizza LLC. Okay, I would say favorite shooter, probably Musha on the Sega Genesis. Eddie Vansom, you're like an American Artemo Ubian. I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the contribution. Most appreciated. You tried Bloodstained yet? Yes, I did. It's working good. I'm having some load time issues on my PS4 Pro. Don't know what it is. But yes, the Bloodstained is good. Thumbs up for me. Really like it. Going to be probably playing it a little bit tomorrow. Favorite find you ever got in the wild? I got a large collection of vintage ColecoVision 52 and Atari 2600 box games. That was my best score ever. Also got a TurboGrafx score. It was pretty awesome. What new release are you most looking forward to? Bloodstained that just came out was probably the number one thing I'm looking forward to. And I'm also looking forward to the new Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Do I like Guerreras? Yes, that's a great shooter on Sega Genesis. 180 people, let's get it to 200 people. Nicholas, thank you for being on the live stream. What's the hardest game that you played? Hardest game? Probably Magician Lord. Favorite pinball game not on any game systems? Ooh. That's a tough one. I like the Star Wars pinball game. The original. Any more food reviews? Joe Kemp, possibly. 4th of July, we'll see. I might do another food review. We'll see. Ever thought about collecting arcades? Don't have the space. That's why I don't collect them. What do you think of the most terrible game that has an expensive price tag? Oh, there's a ton out there. I'd have to really think about that. I can't think of the top of my head. Stadium Events is pretty terrible if you think about it for the price. What is one of your favorite memories attending a games convention? Oh, just hanging out with just people, having a beer, or just chatting about games and not being on a timeline. Like having like a, being on the clock. And what's great about Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo, a lot of us will go to a bar afterwards and just hang out and have a beer. I think the issues with the prices on 7th Gen are twofold. One, a lot of the game content is not completely on the discs. And 2, there's more games produced on disc. Yes. What's your favorite 4-player arcade game? Gauntlet comes to mind. Gauntlet's pretty fun 4-player game. Warlords is another one that's really good 4-player arcade game. Wish you were going to too many games. Yeah, I wish I was too. Never been out, never been invited. Just don't know the right people, I guess. So yeah, thrift stores are great for collecting 7th Gen right now. Yes, they are. Do you have Tetris Sega Genesis? Is it rare? I have a pirate copy of that. It is super rare. Very rare. Favorite Zelda game? Link to the Past. Arcade 1-Up thoughts? I really want the Star Wars... Arcade 1-Up announced that they're doing a Star Wars arcade stand-up. I want to see the durability of it. I'm excited about checking it out. Have you played Grabbed by the Ghoulies by Rare? Yes, I have. It's okay. Not my favorite game. Yeah, Long Island. I want to go back to the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. It conflicts with the Game On Expo this year, so I am not going this year. Yes, 1-Up announced that they're doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. I think it's gonna be cool. Hopefully, it has better durability. They're not working with one of the advertising companies that they were originally working with. So I think that's because of quality control. Do you have Breath of the Wild on the Wii U? Yes, I do. My case is a little damaged, but yes, I do. Oh, wow. Cool. Trash 80 games. Jason Gilson. Glad you found some Trash 80 games. Have the complete set. What's your second favorite Robotron game? Ooh, well, Xbox Live had a version of it. It was pretty good. Played that quite a bit. And it's graphically a little bit different than the arcade. But Robotron 64 is pretty good. Any takes on Final Fantasy VIII? It's good. Again, as I get older, I don't have time for those 100+ RPGs. That's just the truth of it. A game, if it's longer than 40 hours, unless I'm really into it or multiplayer, it's going to be tough. Justin Leclerc, thank you for the contribution. Most appreciated. Thoughts on Tesla installing Atari games in their cars to play while parked? That's people that are buying those Tesla games. People that are buying those Tesla cars are of that boomer age. Most people that have that disposable income, and so want to say that the reason why they're doing that is that's probably the demographic that remembers those Atari games. It's an interesting concept. I know that there's people out there that are going to buy that car just because it has those games installed, which is crazy. All right. What grade do you teach? My wife teaches kinder. I teach 2nd grade. Yes. Have you played Bloodstained? Talk about that earlier in the stream. Yes, I have. Load times are kind of long for PS4 Pro. Don't know what's going on. Needs an update, I guess. Do you collect digital games once they are announced to be delisted? Sometimes. Shout out to the Super RetroPie Facebook group. Great to be part of it. Yes, RetroPie, thumbs up. How's your one-up carcade holding up? And congrats on your influence on your son's life. My one-up arcade's doing great. I have a Pac-Man, no problems. Do you ever play the multiplayer games AOL offered in the late 90s, such as Splatterball or a Mage Storm? Not a ton. Nope. Stream looking great here. Thoughts on No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky, thumbs up. Waiting for that VR update. Holy cow, I can't wait for that VR update. Any thoughts on Commander 64 plug and play? Oh, Commodore 64 plug and play. Well, I have the Mini, but they're announcing a full size unit. Really excited about that. 165 on the stream. About halfway through the live game chat. Do you have a complete Tiger Tigercom set? You mean a Gamecom? I have a complete Gamecom set, yes. What about Keanu Reeves and Cyberpunk? It was great that he made a cameo. I liked him. Does it make the game better? I don't think so. Have you played the Oculus Quest? No, my friend has it, likes it. He's waiting for more games. Are you planning to get an NWC cartridge? Not with the current prices. Do you have any PC Engine consoles? I have a Super Graphics. Do you own Panzer Dragoon Saga for Sega Saturn? Yes, I did a video on that. Nick Sprain, how many rooms does your collection game room take up? Takes up 2. Probably could take up more if I wanted to display stuff. Have your students ever asked to see your game collection? Yes, they have, and the answer is no to that. Oh, Christopher Benjamin, great question. Talk about the Switch Mini. There's some leaked pictures of possibly Switch Mini. Doesn't surprise me. Looks like they're doing a smaller version of it without detachable controllers. Really curious to see this in person to see how well it holds up. Hey, John, have you made your way back to the C64 Mini as of late? No, I have not. Have not gone to Japan, Douglas. What are your thoughts on the Evercade coming out? Junior Davis, I did a video on that. And we'll see. It looks pretty novelty. Do you bring in games for your students to play? Ben Garrison, some of them. Everything I bring in, I have to know that it could possibly break. And so I brought in my Apple II. I brought in my Commodore 64. I brought in my Wii. I brought in my N64. Krillin 64, thank you for the moderation. The moderating. Most appreciated. Samuel Hayes, my favorite game of all time is Robotron 2084. Do you have any Brazilian or South American released games? Not many at all. Always looking for those Master System games you folks got. Awesome that you guys got some amazing stuff down there. What's your favorite PlayStation 2 game? That's a great question. Ooh, Maximo. Maximo is really good. Really like the Maximo game. How many PS2 greatest hits do you have to grab for your collection? I have many more to go. There's 300 plus games, and I have probably 20 or so in the collection. Yep, McDonald's had an N64 kiosk back in the day. I remember seeing it. How do you choose what games to play with so many to choose from? Easy. I just look around. Okay, I see that, and grab it, play it. You brought in your Apple II. Please tell me your student played Oregon Trail, and if so, what were the reactions? Yeah, so I showcase the Apple II in my classroom for Oregon Trail and tie it into curriculum about history, about, because we live in Washington, and so Oregon Trail is like in our backyard. So yeah, we play Oregon Trail quite a bit. What's your favorite Atari 2600 game? Berserk. All right. Broke Fist. Hi, John. I'm new to collecting Saturn, but came across some rarities. Thank you for your video about testing them on PC. Is there more than one CD-ROM drive that can be used to test Saturn games? I think so. I don't know all the answers to that. Sega Saturn Shiro is a great podcast. I might be able to answer more of that. Thank you for the compliments on completing my greatest hits collection. It was a lot of fun doing that last video. Do you do mobile games at all? A little bit, not much. What do you do if you're young and can't buy every game I want? If you have an income, I would get a job. I'd get a side hustle or mowing lawns, wash. That's how I got my Sega Genesis. When I was young, I started working, and that's how I earned money for stuff. Favorite Atari Lynx game? Rampage is up there. I really like the Rampage on Atari Lynx. That was a lot of fun playing that. Shadow of the Beast, Rygar. Super Retro Pie, what's up? Do you think the Dreamcast Mini will ever happen? Maybe. We gotta see what the Sega Genesis Mini does first. The Sega Genesis was a much more successful console than the Dreamcast. A lot of people forget the Dreamcast was a failed console. Didn't sell well at all. Favorite Jaguar game? Ooh. Well, I haven't played Battlesphere yet, so I need to play more Jaguar, but so I really like Cybermorph, actually. Cybermorph, the packing game, wasn't bad at all. Did you like Diablo 2? Loved Diablo 2. Loved Diablo 2. Do you collect DVD games? Some of them. Toy Story sold for $300 on eBay. Is that too much? Well, somebody didn't think it was too much, and it's that rare. N64 Hyperkin thoughts. I need to play it to have thoughts about it. Contra or Siphon Filter? Contra, hands down. Diablo 2 is better than Diablo 3, but the console version of Diablo 3 is pretty awesome. Story-wise, no. Diablo 2 had better gameplay, but Diablo 3 I played quite a bit. I wish they'd redo Diablo 2 and make a console version of it. Have the same gameplay mechanics. Is Neogeo the best system ever? The short answer is no. Neogeo is great, and it does awesome 2D gaming, but it's too limited for me to say it's the best system ever. It doesn't do lots of things. It does some things awesome, but it's not everything. Do you like Dead or Alive? Dead or Alive's okay. I like more of a Tekken guy than Dead or Alive. Do you play Beret Fighter on the Nintendo? I've played it before, but I haven't played a ton of it. Plans to see Toy Story 4? Yes, Christopher Benjamin. Plan to see Toy Story 4 with my family. Do you have Laserdisc games in your collection? Yes, I do. What advice do you give players that are starting a video game collection? Sean Swanson, great question. I would say if you're new to collecting games, collect what you remember and collect what you remember playing. You're going to be more invested that way. And then you can kind of go from there if you like collecting video games, and you can pick up other things and kind of branch out from there. Justin LeClaire, thank you for the contribution again. Thoughts on TNC Surf Designs? Awesome game. Love that. I can hum the sound, the theme in that game still. What's your favorite Sega CD game? Dark Wizard, Krillin64. Tekken, Paul Phoenix. Paul Phoenix is by far my favorite character. What do you think of Aladdin movie? I did not see the new Aladdin movie. My family did. Do you like the Broken Sword games? Not much. Do your Laserdisc games include the Mega Laserdisc? Yes. I have both for the module I don't have. I don't have the PC Engine module. But yeah, I have both. I did an old video on showcasing some of my Laserdisc games. Need to do a new one. Favorite early 3D game? Star Fox is up there. Really like that. Starfighter is another one. How far are you from a complete Game & Watch collection? About halfway. I have many that I'm missing. Favorite game soundtrack? Ninja Gaiden's up there. Rygar for Nintendo's up there too. I actually go on YouTube to listen to those from time to time. Is the Sega CD Model 2 that rare? No. Do you like Shadow Dancer for Genesis? Dan, yes I do. 175 people. Let's see if we can get to 200. Do you like the Metal Gear Solid series? Yes. Top 3 favorite Sega Genesis systems? Original. I do like the third one because it's small. Well, they're coming in fast now. What's your most obscure console? Probably the Imagination Machine, though it's a computer. Do you collect one system at a time or many at once? One at a time, Eric Hopkins. I try to focus on one thing, but I collect for multiple games once I have the consoles. Thoughts on Crysis? I like Crysis. But is Castlevania Requiem worth getting on PS4? I like it. I live streamed a little bit of it, yes. Is there a popular console you don't have much interest in? Huh. Can't think of one. I really like the mainstream stuff. Are you into pinball? I do like pinball. Do I play it all the time? No. Alex, what's up? Thoughts on PS1 Classic after a mod? I haven't checked out a PS1 Classic after being mod. Do you have a Nintendo M82 display machine? No, I do not. Do you have a Tandy Color Computer 3? I do, but my RGB input on it's damaged. So yes, I do have a Coco 3. Are early systems, JVC XI, Sega, CD1, less desirable due to risk of optical drive breaking? No, there's always going to be people pursuing those, but they break, and you have to get them fixed. Can you show your Street Fighter shirt? Oh, the shirt again, it's not a Street Fighter shirt. It's actually a collage, custom made for Cowlitz Gamers for Kids. Rachel Saunders was the artist. Have to show the shirt off. Is Resident Evil 1 playable today? I never beat it before. I'd play the remake. Isn't the remake like just so much better? Are you collecting NFR games? I have several, yes. Does your friend have a website? I don't think so. She's just a private independent artist. Who in the Metal Jesus crew has the biggest collection? I think I do. I mean, Jason's got a lot of PC stuff, but he doesn't have an entire garage full on top of another area, studio. Yeah. Have you ever been to Cincinnati and tried... Nope, I've not. Do you ever play any sports titles? Yes, Mark M. I like sports games. Not like a hardcore, but I do like sports games. NBA 2K19 being the last one I played. Are you the king of games? No, far from it. All right, 174 people on it. Ever meet Angry Gamer Nerd? Yes. What is the best movie based on a video game? Good question. Trying to think best movie based on a video game. Hard to think of one that was great. Have you tried Coke Zero Cherry? No. Oh, is it Coke Zero Cherry in Canada? I might have had that up there. Oh, the Wizard's okay. It hasn't aged well. The Wizard's pretty good. Are you collecting VHS tapes? Nope. You like hot sauce foods, +1 for another food review. I'm going to do a food review. I know people have been asking for it, so maybe 4th of July. Stay tuned. Yeah, The Wizard was nostalgic. I don't know if it was a great movie. Ready for Link's Awakening? Yeah, I am. I don't know if I like the art style, being honest about the new Switch Link's Awakening. I know I'm not, Link's Awakening to me was just an amazing Game Boy game, and see it all polished with like the cutesy 3D look. I don't know what I think of it. I know, that was an old comment. Cloud! What do you think about the new Child's Play movie? I don't think it will be good. I don't do slasher movies. The Eternal Sarah Hancock.
Hi. I just thought the stream could use a Eternal Sarah Hancock. We're not watching though because we didn't want to slow down the.
Yeah.
Have you had any lag?
No, it's been pretty good. Pretty awesome stream today. Thoughts on game streaming? I hate it. Does your wife ever get upset about the game collection?
In general, no. No. It costs hi Krillin. It takes time and money and for recording and streaming, trying to keep the chaos to a dull roar and not be on the internet. Just managing it is
it can be tough.
A thing, but
any plans to play any games tonight? I have to finish a video and want to play Bloodstained, and I have to get ready for Canada, so no.
Justin McClare? Or sorry, not
Justin
Leclerc.
Leclerc.
Leclerc, sorry.
No.
I'm super tired.
Yeah. Super chat for Sarah.
I know.
I know. Yeah. If you got any questions for the Eternal Sarah Hancock, she's here. Sarah, what's your least favorite game that John played a lot? Well, that's a great question. Matt Pike, hats off, Matt Pike. That's a great question. What's the game you hated the most?
Oh.
There's so many.
Yeah. That is such a good question. The hardest thing is probably young children and mature content. I don't care if John plays it, but our house is ranch style, very open concept, and so it's hard with kids in and out when John's killing religious zealots or whatever.
Borderlands, playing a lot of Borderlands too, so.
But I personally don't. I don't.
Yeah, Diablo. Would Diablo 3 or Borderlands?
Yeah, Diablo. Just for my, but I don't hate any. I just.
Yeah. What's your favorite game? She doesn't really game.
Bloodstained. Yeah, I don't. The title, Bloodstained.
Yeah, it's okay.
What's my fave?
What's your favorite game?
This disappoints fans, but I really only played games when I was pregnant. When I was pregnant with our son, I played a ton of games. Or not a ton, but for me, Puzzle Quest on the DS.
Puzzle Quest, yeah, she loved Puzzle Quest.
And what was the other one? Now I'm busy reading the chat. But what's the one with the bubbles where you shoot? Bust a Move. Bust a Move, yeah. Yep. I really like Bust a Move. Yeah. That's a classic.
Yes. Zookeeper, though. She was addicted to Zookeeper.
Yeah, that was the pregnant other
Check
one.
out, that's a great...
I have to be careful not to cuss on this, but I did really well when I was pregnant on Puzzle Quest and Zookeeper. Just
really got me mad because I couldn't beat her high score. Everyone want John to see all those games. You guys would be...
I don't know what that means.
Oh, Pang. Peggle's great, too, yeah. Yeah, Nick the Hick. Bloodstained's great. I'm having some load time issues on my PS4 Pro. I don't know what's going on.
What is Bloodthirsty?
Bloodstained? It's like a Castlevania style game.
Oh, I get it. Like vampires, right?
Yeah, kind of. So the guy who's behind Symphony of the Night, he broke off. He got fired, or they let him go from Konami, which is dumb. And then he's making his own. He's made his own game on Kickstarter. It took years to come out, and finally came out. Yes.
Under no label, just his own. Wow.
Yeah, and it came out. It's pretty good.
Best version of Bust a Move. I don't. What do we play it on?
Bust a Move. I have the Neogeo, and I have a MVS, something that plays MVS games, so I played on that. So yeah, the arcade version. So Video Game Votary, what's up? How we doing? Yeah, looking forward to Video Game Votary, who I met up in Seattle Retro Gaming Expo. Check out his channel, and he's got a great channel going, and I want to say welcome.
Douglas Berry, yes, Super Monkey Ball. We both love Super Monkey Ball.
Oh man, I love Super Monkey Ball. Monkey Target, baby. That's an awesome game. Got addicted playing that. And there's some funny. Even somebody like took a caption of me getting excited about landing on a buoy, and it's on YouTube. So check it out.
Video Game Votary likes your shout out.
Yeah.
Our family can only withstand one collector, so no, I don't collect anything, Hank.
No.
It's just not in my blood. John's the collector. I have interests, but collecting stuff isn't one of them.
Do you play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night? Yep, Ron, you're late to the stream, but I just talked about it, played it. So far, I like it. I'm having load time issues on my PS4 Pro. Don't know what's going on. What is your least favorite console, and can I have it? No. Hyperscan, I think. The Mattel Hyperscan that came out about a while ago, but it's pretty terrible.
Something 1983. Yes, I'm the Eternal Sarah Hancock.
Yes.
Oh, next food review.
Oh.
Hot sauce?
Yeah, other people said hot sauce too, so I might do hot sauce.
I'll have to think. Or they could do like jerky. Like there's different kinds of like.
Hot sauce or jerky.
Yeah.
Or chips. Ooh, chips for. Yeah. Play any X Enhance back compatibles? Yes, I have. AM. Mm-hmm.
Oh, how long have we been together? We have to think.
Okay, since winter, December of 1999, we started going out.
Yes.
And so, 20 years. It'll be 20 years in December. We'll be together.
Started dating. Yeah.
Do the rest of the family help you with your game collecting? They help me by allowing me to have it.
We are big supporters of John, yeah. So exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Help manage the household so he can.
Favorite Star Wars game of all time? Whew. TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter on PC. Excellent game. Holy cow, they need to make that again. Anyways, thank you, Justin Leclerc, for all the contributions you've done. So, favorite game in 1980? Favorite game in 1980? Ooh. Wow. I'd have to go, favorite game in if it was 1980, what game would I play? Probably Space Invaders. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty young in 1980.
What year did the original NES come out? 82? What year did the original NES come out?
Nintendo Entertainment System came out in 86.
Okay, yeah, I don't know, in 1980.
Yeah. What's your least favorite video game store? Anyone that has bad
customer service.
Yeah, I don't have a worse, but I could go to any game store, and if it has bad customer service, I'm not going to come back.
I flip out. You asked me what my least favorite game that John plays is. Talk about least favorite game store. I get super annoyed with dumb people.
So the Nintendo Famicom was released in 83, and it was rolled out in 85, but the whole United States, it wasn't rolled out till 86. I didn't get it till 87, so that's why I answered it that way. Favorite E.T. game? Aww. Christopher Benjamin. Geez. Well, I don't think E.T. is as bad as everybody says it is. It's not the best game, but it's not the worst game.
This is hard to... Do you read here or here?
I read here because that's smaller and that's bigger with my eyeballs. The Eternal Sarah Hancock, part of the stream.
Does that mean... Was that my exit cue?
No. So much lag. You know what? I guarantee that the kids are probably on the internet maybe when you're gone.
Like I said, it has to be managed. It's harder now.
Do you ever wish John would cash in all the games he has?
Oh, is that for me?
Yeah.
No. I mean, he has sold things when we needed... oh, look, I just got my nails done.
Yeah.
He has sold things, but his collection is his passion. He likes it. We support him.
Yeah, and that's not why I mean, everybody always asks me the value, how much do you think it's worth, and it's I never collected it to sell it. What's your favorite Zelda game? Link to the Past. Hello from Uruguay. Welcome.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a lot of people from around the world on this live stream. We have approximately about 6 more minutes. I want to thank everybody for being on this. And I'm trying best thrift store find. Prototype. Best thrift store find was some Atari prototype.
Somebody asked what my favorite beer is. I really like Hefeweizen with lemon.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Hello from Quebec. Samuel, welcome.
Rage quit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm the worst rage quit.
Oh, for me, yes. Yes. Ninja Gaiden. How's the museum going? J Blue Dog 20. Look at the previous video that I did, an update on that. Favorite Mega Man game? Mega Man 2.
Oh, the kids would win, but see, I'm a bad loser, so this is
Best,
bad.
best game you don't have anymore? Oh, geez. I usually don't sell games or get rid of games. That's why I have what I have. TurboGrafx Mini, am I picking one up? Yes, I am.
Yeah, Justin, it's hard for him to answer that question. He's arguing with your best find at a
what? Who?
Thrift store. Said it was a sealed snatch.
Oh, Sealed Snatcher. Well, value-wise versus what I think was a great find. A Sealed Snatcher, many people can find those. But a prototype? I found a prototype Secret Agent at a Goodwill thrift store, and I did get rid of this. I sold it to a good friend who collects Atari 2600 prototypes and re-roofed my house, which was leaking. So I'm going to say Secret Agent, Atari, and I paid $1 for it. So.
And yes, we would love to come to New Zealand.
Yes.
Somebody get it, John a gig there, and we'll.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do gigs out of country, but it's expensive. I'd have to be invited to go. All right, we got 4 more minutes. Mark M, thank you for for being on the live stream. Biggest video game regret not buying? Battlesphere Gold sealed, or Magical Chase for 200 sealed. How'd we meet?
At a mutual friend's birthday party at Red Robin.
Yep.
So Red Robin has special meaning. And he asked for my number that night, and I said no.
Because she thought I was dating her friend. Yeah, and I wasn't. So what's your favorite SNK game? Samurai Shodown 2. Have you ever played Police Knots? Yes. All right. Wrapping down, we've got 182 people on the stream.
You know another game I like? The one that's a ball of stuff and it collects, it gets bigger. Katamari.
Oh, Katamari. Na 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 na.
Oh, garlic fries. Who has garlic fries?
Yeah, she loves garlic fries.
Was her friend hot? You know, well, I like my friend, but he definitely chose wisely.
Yes. She was nice. She was really nice.
Way to try to stir the pot there.
Yeah. I bought Magical Chase used back in the 90s for $20. Sold it a year later, and I've regretted it ever since. Yeah, I would regret it too. Did John take you to the arcade first date? No.
You knew better than that.
Yeah, I got her coffee. Lots of coffee.
Mm-hmm. It's a true story.
Yep. Yeah. Thoughts on the old game Magic Carpet? It's all right, Justin Leclerc. Yeah, I played, I do believe that's on Saturn and PlayStation 1. I don't know which one's better. Probably the PlayStation 1 but I haven't played them. Yeah, we need 200. I'd love to have 200 before I end it, but we're going to end it in like 2 minutes.
I need to eat dinner. It's almost
Which
8.
PS2 greatest hits game are you missing? I'm missing lots of them. I only have about 20 in my set, so I've just started it. What's your favorite Game Boy Advance game? Advance Wars. PS3 recommendations? Don't have any off the top of my head. Probably, oh, look what we got. Whole family. K-pop in the house. Yep, it's my daughter. You gonna say hello?
Hello.
Yeah, boy. So, K-pop, I love you. So. Oh, wait, no, let's not touch that. Oh, you want to see the photo? All right. Kaylee wanted to see her where she was. Yes. Hello, Kaylee. How's it going? So, what game have you been playing?
Smash.
You've been playing Smash? Yep.
And basketball.
NBA 2K19 to be exact on her Switch. Yep, she likes that. You like baseball too, though, right? What's that baseball game you play on Xbox One? It's like a free-to-play game. It's pretty good.
And it's, I don't know.
You don't know. It's good, though. Yep. What's your favorite arcade steak? Hori makes some good arcade steaks. All right. All right. Thank you, Kaylee.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming in. All right. All right. All right. We're going to be wrapping this up soon. You know, my family's been patient with me. Yeah. What is your number one biggest complaint about Nintendo? Number one biggest complaint about Nintendo, I don't have many, is their online system needs to be a lot better. That's it. It's 9 o'clock, which unfortunately means I have to end this stream and be with my family. I love you folks, and I love being part of this. These game chats have been awesome. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you, Krillin64, for being on this and moderating for me. Most appreciated. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you so much. Good night.